each time we do the show. We're getting better, connecting together. From Misha trapped inside her room, sending waves to the other side of the moon. Welcome back, Bric, Brac. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, that was gorgeous. More, we want more.
Then even to the sun side, he said,
It was really beautiful because half of your face was in the sun and half was in the shadow.
Sometimes we definitely feel like that.
Yeah, me too.
Half the face good, half the face not so good. Well, half the mind not so good. I think I've got a couple
the spirit's always alive, you know. The mind. How you doing anyway? You okay?
Really good, really good. How are you doing, Misha?
I'm feeling good. I'm on day 11 of isolation now.
Wow.
So not long left to go. I've actually really enjoyed it. I've recorded loads of songs. I've done a lot for the Bric Abundance. I've not actually been bored once. Only yesterday for about 10 minutes, and that's all. I think that's pretty good, that, no?
That is fantastic. 10 minutes of boredom in 11 days.
It's really great. Whenever they call me up, I'm like, I'm having a great time. And they're always like, because you get loads of calls from them. And I think not everybody's like as happy as I'm like, woo, yeah, isolation. So we have an amazing show for us today. Tell us about the show, Robin.
Today's show is a filmmaking show. And I do believe that we had a couple of directors in Bric that tried to find some films, and we've managed to find them. Thanks to everyone that's been watching, we've had some amazing films sent in, as well as a really, really special guest called David Tovey, who you interviewed, and I'd love to have a chat about that with you as well, Misha, because he sounds like an amazing man.
Yeah, I did interview with him, and he was so full of charisma and just energy, and you could just see how passionate he was about his life and about homelessness and about his journey. And his film that we're going to show really represents his journey, actually, and it's really touching and deep, and you know, you can tell how much he's put into it. And from speaking to him, I could tell and feel how much it meant to him, this film that he's made. So I'm really glad that you can listen to him tell us his story about how he got to where he is, and then to watch his film. So I really suggest that you find a quiet place, everybody, so you can really, you know, be with the film. And the music in the film is beautiful. It's really like, oh, it's very powerful. So yeah, really.
I had a little watch before, and it's quite dystopian, and it's only 25 minutes long, so there's only so much you can say within that short amount of time, especially having the life that he has, being someone that was on the streets and has battled through illness and been an ex-veteran, and then been a creative person as well. And so yeah, definitely different to our last episode. We wanted you up on your feet. This one, sit back today, even though it's really sunny day in Manchester here, as you can see it's shining down on my face, but this episode is putting feet up and a bit thoughtful as well. We've got some thought-provoking, beautiful films.
Yeah, we've got some films from also Ryan Cooper, two beautiful films, one about a group of women who live with psychosis and use flamenco dancing as a form of therapy. Wow, this one really, I watched it this morning and it really was very, very inspiring. Wow. And one more from Carson Wolfe, who's sent in a short music video to honor and celebrate trans and non-binary people, and she's dancing to this song with her wife. It's really gorgeous too, really inspiring. So wow, what an episode we have got today. And
it sounds like we're
okay, I'm recording now. Okay, hello everybody from Bric Abundance. Here we are, me and David Tovey are here for our very special interview, for our special program. Today is all about film, which you've probably already gathered. And David is a filmmaker, and David is gonna express to us a little bit about himself, and yeah, we're gonna go with the flow. So hello David, how are you doing?
I'm very well. and welcome, hello. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Good day, welcome, hello. Yeah, I'm good. I'm really well, thank you.
Fantastic. And where are you?
So I'm based in my office down in London, Hoxton Square. It's very not me. It's very posh area. Never used to be, but it is now. I am so not posh, as you can probably guess. But yeah, I work for a charity as well called Arts and Homelessness International, and we're based in Hoxton Square. And the whole ethos, we get our office space for free, but it's so then we can help get more people working within the arts in the homelessness sector. People, policy and projects are probably the best ways to put it, yeah.
Okay, people, policies and projects. Wow, okay. So can you tell us a little bit about you and how you ended up there from where, sorry, I just want, yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, Millie is out of the way and I'm here with you. So I wanted to make, so wondering if you could tell us how you got from how you got here from, you said it's not really your kind of place. What is your journey been? I know we don't have however many years old you are, to explain, but a little,
a lot.
Maybe.
So I come from a very poor background. I would say I grew up in poverty, in a big family. Joined the army, went away with them for several years, 6 years, and then traveled the world, chefing. I was a chef for many, many years. And because of that, it sort of like, it ended up coming full circle and bringing me back to London in 2007, I think it was, where I was running exhibition centres and working in catering there. And then I ended up opening my own places. But when I was 36, which was not long ago, no, quite a while ago, I had a stroke at work, which then was, I suppose, sort of like the catalyst of everything going wrong in my life, and ended up ultimately with me living on the streets of London, homeless. Obviously, homelessness is seen in so many different ways in this country. It's stigmatized. It is perceived as anyone who becomes homeless is seen as a criminal. They are victimized or abused. And it's something which obviously I've lived through, and I know that what people perceive homelessness isn't anything like it. That's 2% of what most people think homelessness is. It's a massive problem in this country, with over 300,000 people registered as homeless. Over 50% of these people are in full-time work and paying their bills, trying to do this, but they're a lot of sofa surfing, living in squats, etc., and there are a percentage living rough on the streets like I was. So because of this, and I suppose there was a moment when I was on the streets which changed my life, and that was when I'd gone into, probably the best way to explain it is with a lot of people, you get on with life, you have your meals, and the hardest thing that happens is you might have a shit day at work or something like that. But when you're living on the streets, and you've not eaten for 3 days, and you're cold, you're soaking wet from the weather, you've been constantly abused, and had people really negatively putting you down constantly, there becomes a time where you give up. And I gave up, and I was in a park in central London, just about to kill myself, when a guy stopped me and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And it was really weird because that was the first time when I was like on the streets and life was crap, the first time that anyone had actually engaged with me in that way. He gave me some money. He got me into a night shelter, got me some food. He was a park enforcement officer called Gavin, amazing guy. We've stayed in touch. And that was sort of, I would say, the bit what clicked in my brain that life had to change. Because like, you know, when I was on the streets, you know, I was drinking, drugs, you know, I had really bad health issues. You know, I was going through cancer treatment. I was HIV positive, so I couldn't take any of my meds and stuff like that. Depression, you know, all the usual sort of things that you don't assimilate to somebody living on the streets, apart from the drinking and stuff. But we forget that, you know, people who are going through the hardest times in their life physically are also going through it mentally as well. And just to be able to wake up and to move on and to actually sort of like do stuff is really, really difficult. And people, you know, they don't see that side of things, you know. So because of that, when I got off the streets through Gavin, I then started to focus on art as a means of having a voice, helping with my confidence, helping with my isolation issues, etc. And yeah, I suppose in a way I started getting recognized for it, I guess. I suppose my biggest thing I did, it was I came off the streets at the end of 2014. I was living in a hostel, and I set up a thing called Man on Bench, which was named after Gavin, because obviously he saved me on a park bench. And I create these, I suppose they're street fashion shows, like guerrilla theatre, where you can tell a story, a narrative, and I use a lot of thrown away material, old bits of chairs, you know, thrown away plastic cups, whatever you want, like, you know, and I turn all this so-called rubbish into couture fashion pieces, and then take it to the streets, and without, you know, saying anything, doing anything, we literally do these street fashion shows. And it started to create this narrative, and the reason I use rubbish and that narrative is to say we've taken what people have thrown away, given it a new life, and created massively couture pieces, which I've never sold any. I've refused to, but I've been offered a lot of money for several of the pieces, and because of that, then you can take that element and associate it with homelessness, right? You can take people from the streets, rehouse, retrain, you know, give them back their self-confidence, let them, you know, have their independence back, and create amazing people. And if anyone argues with me on this, I would just tell them to fuck off, right? Because, and I'm sorry if I swear, but
that's all right.
It's worked for me. No idea. Do you know what I mean? And I've gone on to have some really amazing shows, and I have an amazing life, you know, amazing job, you know. So if it can work for me, it can work for anyone. You know, I truly believe that the arts can save society. Not just homeless people, but people with mental health problems, people in isolation, people who are, you know, in pension age, whatever. You know, art gives people that chance to be able to tell their story, and I think that's probably one of the most important things in the world.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's like also not only to tell our story, but in the art setting, it's like we're all together and we feel connected and we feel like we've like a family. And I think that is another really healing thing, is to feel like you're part of a community and that you're not alone. And I think that's maybe why arts is also so so nourishing and beneficial, and like you said, could really help impact the whole world in healing, because we're together, you know, like that connection is really important.
Yeah, it's so true. I do a lot of, so I volunteer a lot, and I've been, there's a place I've been going to for nearly 4 years now. I've been volunteering there every Thursday doing an art class, and it's with people with homelessness, addiction problems and stuff like that. And there are some days where some of the guys come in and they're really, really aggressive and like, you know, like the world's gonna end, like, you know, and you know, Jerry, and you give them some paper and some pens and stuff like that, and you just talk and you eat donuts and you drink coffee and you just sort of like have this to and fro, this conversation, and they calm, and the whole world, just everything around them just suddenly calms, you know, from you and them making this connection through a piece of paper or some paint. I always say, and I say it with everyone, it doesn't matter whether you're painting a Rembrandt or drawing a stick man, it is completely relative to what it does in here, in your mind. And if you can concentrate on your mind for 2 minutes or 2 hours, then you're forgetting about all the crap and everything else that you have to deal with. And that can just sit back for a minute and so you can relax, re-find yourself and regather yourself, and then move on. That's what art does. You know, it has that ability. I think the arts community is a strange one. I think the freelancers and the artists in the community arts are phenomenal. I think they are some of the best, most emphatic, compassionate people I've ever met in my life. I think the venues, especially the nationals, are probably the most hostile environments there are, especially for people like myself. You know, yes, I have had shows in some big places, but that was just through sheer luck, and I think a little bit of tokenism. I hate saying that word, but I do feel like a token sometimes, you know. Oh yeah, we've got to hit that homelessness box. Oh yeah, we've helped someone who's homeless. Yeah, we can move on. But yeah, I don't mind. So, but yeah.
Do you have any questions, Millie, that you'd like to ask, or anything?
I really liked what you said then about that thing of just giving 2 minutes over and the world calms down. That phrase that you used, and the world calms down, and it's like that effect is so big from something that would seem kind of like quite small and insular, like the micro and the macro really come together in that, which I think is something that's quite amazing. And I wonder about how, so with this piece that you've just created, how that works on the side of not sitting down to draw, but sitting down to receive something, to watch a piece that someone else has created, that, you know, that part of the process for them has been the world calming down in making that piece. And then how you receive that is something that I think is also really interesting. I guess I wonder what you hope people might receive from the piece you've just created.
And maybe telling us a little bit about the piece, because we've not really heard anything about it yet.
So I think that's a really important thing you've just touched on, and in a way it's a beautiful segue into the piece, because this whole taking a moment, 2 minutes, you know, and changing how this feels, and I'm doing it for myself, you know, but we all have the ability to do this, right? You know, people say that one person can't change the world, right? I totally disagree with that, because the way I look at it, if I can change your world, and you can change your world, and they can change their world, etc., etc., then you do change the world. You create a movement, a ripple.
The world changing.
You know, I look at it this way: Gavin, who saved my life, right? But he also gave me a life. He gave me my life back. He changed my world, right? So by him making that, and it was a 20-second intervention. And if it was any later than that, I would have been dead, right? But because he made that intervention, that changed my life, right? And gave me this life, which now means that I can now make the work which helps hopefully change other people's lives. I make work, I guess it's social justice work. It's work that I believe can change people's perceptions, can change how they view homelessness, addiction, mental health, suicide. I do it by telling my story. And yes, my story is completely different to another person who's gone through those issues' story. But that's the whole point. It may be different, but it's the same. You know, it's a story of recovery and hope. So the actual piece which you guys are going to be seeing is called Unknown Soldier. And I'm an ex-soldier, as I said at the beginning, who's been through homelessness and mental health, addiction problems, etc. And I know that every year around about 70 veterans end their life via suicide every year. And because of this, I wanted to sort of stop this being a statistic and actually bringing it back to the insular, the solo, the isolated moment that person makes that choice. And so I thought, what best way to do it, but then to tell the story of me when I was ending my life in the park. So it is extremely hard hitting. It's brutal. It was extremely hard to make. It took about 1.5 years to make because I had to keep going away from it, having some therapy, then going back to it. And I suppose when you're immersing yourself back in that moment every single time, it does take a lot of energy and exhaustion. So the story starts with myself. So I'm in the film as well. So I haven't just filmed and edited. I'm in it as well, performing the actual piece. So I'm literally falling apart. I'm literally having a nervous breakdown at that moment at the beginning of the film. And you see this guy slowly come to terms with this decision that he's going to end his life. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to talk about it still. It still affects me when I think about it. And then you do watch the guy take his life. And the reason I did this, it wasn't like so it could be like a shock factor or anything like that. It's just, I've been an activist for years trying to get people to listen, right? I've done it in the ways that you'd expect, lobbying, politicians, you know, sending letters, putting work out there which talks about the subject. But people don't fucking listen. And I've got to the stage where I'm so effed off with it all that I said, right, I'm literally going to show them the moment from what changed my life and why it changed my life. But what I've done is the outcome is the film is what would have happened if Gavin wasn't there. And that's what's more powerful about it. It's, like I said, it's heartbreaking. I hope by making this film that people become more emphatic about it, about how they perceive people. You know, I'm not asking anyone to, you know, watch it and then go out and, you know, save a person or anything like that. I just want people to respect people, you know, because you never know what's going on with someone else, you know, whether it's your neighbor, whether it is a person on the street. You know, they could be having the worst fucking day of their life, right? And then somebody could come along and just go, oh, you're right, fella, do you want a book? Have a chat. Do you know what I mean? Because that moment can literally save their life. You know, it did for me. I was literally just about to inject myself with 2 grams of crystal meth, which would have killed me. It would have killed me. And obviously Gavin stepped in, saved my life. You know, we all have that ability to do something like that. And, you know, like I said, even if it is just a book, you know, or a chat with somebody, you know, say hello, ask somebody what their name is. Do you know what I mean? I think, yeah, that's all I'm trying to get from this film, is to get somebody to go, shit, that guy is really having a shit day. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because I think that's the importance of social justice art. I suppose in a way, you know, you could look at it as quite a political piece. I suppose all my work's political. You know, it's about, you know, what's wrong in the country that we're living in, but it's not just this country; it's worldwide. We know that because of COVID, that there are going to be huge amounts more people on the streets, or living in temporary accommodation, living in poverty, you know, going to food banks, not being able to afford to feed their kids, etc., etc. We know that that's happening. It's going to be around. I believe that arts has a role to play with helping, I suppose, making that a little bit easier for people. You know, whether it's somebody could go to community art group, etc., etc. It makes a massive difference. I think this is why it's important. Like people like yourself, right? You know, you saw at the beginning of COVID, everyone's stuck in their places, your local community and stuff like that. And you're like, how can we still reach people? Start TV station. Do you know what I mean? You know, and how many other people will do that? You know, we noticed that during COVID, that suddenly the arts became valuable, right? It had this value that it never had before. You know, you turn on the TV stations, there's new TV stations, art stations, there's more podcasts, there's Instagram art school. Do you know what I mean? All this going on, suddenly it had this massive value, and people were just like, yeah. And then now look at it, being teased for being ballerinas and told to retrain and you know, reboot and rethink and, you know, all that bollocks from the government. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm a bit angry about what they're saying at the moment. You can probably tell.
Yeah, I agree. Art's really important, and saved music has, you know, saved my life in a sense, you know, through creating and through hopefully you're inspiring me more to be able to share that more. And we're really grateful that you came on or share your smile, and really look forward to sharing the film with everybody. And if anybody wants to get in contact with you after they've seen, how can they do that? Or if there's any opportunities that they might be able to get involved with, and before we show the film, then you're welcome to share.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. Like, you know, I'm going to be doing a live performance of it in Bedford at the Place Theatre on the 12th of November. Which I find very apt, really, because it's like the day after Remembrance Sunday, and it's exactly 100 years to the day that the very first unknown soldier was buried in the UK. Also, you know, if anybody wants to find out a little bit more about you know, arts within the homelessness sector, I would be absolutely honoured to tell people more about it. If they want to contact me, they can either contact me via you guys at the station, or via my Twitter, which is David Tovey 1975, something like that. Or they can find me on Instagram as well.
LinkedIn,
yeah, so they can find me on Instagram as well. But yeah, like, you know, I'm an advocate for the arts, especially for anybody who's gone through, you know, homelessness, mental health, you know, or any sort of trauma. You know, I believe that, you know, everyone, well, arts is a human right. It's Article 27 of the UN Charter, for God's sake, right? So that means that everybody has the right to access the arts, right? It doesn't matter where you're from, you know, access it, go and utilize it, go and inspire, go and, you know, get your endorphins going in your brain and just go, yeah, you know, I want to draw a stick man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Why not?
Draw a stick man.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's something else you can tap into. It feels like a really important time to show like gentleness as well, because everything is like you're saying, more people are going to become homeless. The support is not coming from the government. It's not going to be there. And the way that the arts can create a conversation and help bridge that kind of isolation that is, like, again, encroaching, just seems like such a essential. It's essential.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think this creating a conversation is one of the most important things we have as artists. You know, I'm a storyteller. That's what I do. You know, I share stories that can change the world or change how we view the world. You know, and we all have that ability to do that. So yeah.
Great. Well, we look forward to seeing your story being played right now, next up. So thank you so much, David, for joining us. And yeah, we're going to play the film now. So thank you so much. Take care. Thanks for coming on.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. And I appreciate speaking with you.
Broke my heart. I was confused. So confused it lit the fuse. Burn right through the airways. Fizzled out. Airways. Fizzled out. This is madness. Madness. Self-madness. Yeah. I knew it. And I didn't see it in the hole, out the hole. And I didn't see it. I was typing it. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? In the hole, out the hole. I used to live down there. In the gutter. I used to live down there. I used to live down there. Look at me now. His pain. His pain. That voice. Lost my life when you tossed me away. I lost my fucking life when you tossed me away. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I see them. They're everywhere. I see them. I see them. I see them. Get away. Just leave me alone. Just get away.
I am burning. I am Bric. I'm nobody. Do you give up? People walk past me. What do they see? When people look to me, who do they see? I am the voiceless. I am the numb. I am the voiceless. I am the numb.
The thing about when you're homeless that lots of people don't understand is that if you didn't have mental health issues before, you definitely have mental health issues after. Living your life from day to day, not knowing where you're going to sleep, not knowing what you're going to eat, not knowing anything really, is really stressful, really frightening, really worrying, and really scary.
Make me just want to dance. I just want to dance. It's such a time. You call me that addict, that hobo that's gone. You make me feel worthless. I am nobody. I am muck. I am vermin. Do you give up? Do you?
You took You broke me on the inside. You took my home. When I was homeless, the world seemed so very dark, and nothing's changed. You took my throne, you took my hope, and threw me on the streets, all alone. When I was hungry and homeless, the world seemed so very dark, and nothing's changed. Lay down my head, not ever wanting to rise. You broke me from inside. We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. 100 million people unemployed, the world economy crashing, oil prices negative, millions in poverty, corporations controlling government, farm inflation, rent spikes, thousands dying and hungry and homeless, the streets becoming overcrowded with sleepers. Home, fucking sweet home. I lay down my head, never to rise. You broke me. You broke me from inside.
Me llamo Mercedes López Díaz. Yo tengo lo que se le llama un trastorno esquizoafectivo bipolar. La enfermedad se basa en que las emociones se desequilibran. Pasas de un estado depresivo a un estado más eufórico y un estado eufórico más depresivo. Yo he vivido miedos, he vivido dificultades, me he sentido aislada. Es muy duro.
Casa Candela es jurídicamente una asociación y artísticamente es una manera de ver la vida donde canalizas emociones con el flamenco terapéutico y rehabilitador. Casa Candela nació con la motivación de trabajar con lo que eran personas de diversidad, tanto física como psíquica. Quizá por eso me permitió ver esta parte terapéutica, porque el flamenco es tan potente que cuando te atrapa del todo.
Cuando bailo estoy súper contenta. El trabajo que se está haciendo en Casa Candela es grande porque se dedican a esas personas que están aisladas. Me siento acogida allí.
El psicótico está en su mundo. Conseguimos conectar con su emoción gracias al flamenco.
Cuanto más estires las manos, más grande es tu mundo. La que manda es tu muñeca.
Si tú abres aquí más, llegas a más mundo, ¿sí? Lo traemos del allí al aquí. Y ahora estás contigo y conmigo, con todos nosotros.
Muy bien, amor. Venga, última vez. Y
a partir de ahí construimos algo juntos.
eso es. ¡Qué bonito! Muy bien, última vez.
Trabajamos educación postural. Cuando tú socialmente no estás aceptado o no estás muy seguro de cuál es tu sitio, la tendencia es mirar al suelo.
Si miras al suelo te caerás. Aquí. Y
Con lo cual, para poder enfrentar la vida de otra manera, tú tienes que subir la barbilla y mirar desde la igualdad, porque tú eres igual.
pero mueves la barbilla. 7, 8, barbilla, 10. Eso es.
Ellos no son espectadores de sus terapias, sino que ellos son la terapia.
Estoy consiguiendo sentirme bien por dentro y esto se lo agradezco a Casa Candela.
Que al final le están dando un mensaje. Les dicen, conóceme, acéptame y baila conmigo.
Within water, I found release. How did you know it is that which I seek? Within water, I am made clean, made anew, reborn, now pristine. Within water, I found a home, a never before seen paradise. Within water, I found my tribe, many gone but very much alive. The bipartite of immortal energies, imagined before by my faculty, but now right before my eyes. Incomprehensible out there, legitimate in here, because within water I found truth.
I've been waiting all night for you to tell me what you want. Tell me that you need me. I've been waiting all night for you to, tell me what you want, yeah. I've been waiting all night for you to tell me what you want. Tell me that you need me. I've been waiting all night for you to, tell me what you want, yeah. Want, yeah, want, yeah, want, yeah, want, yeah, want, 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 want. I've been waiting all night for you to tell me that you need me. Tell me that you want me. I've been waiting all night for you to tell me that you need me.
Yeah. We on set now, Alex. We're 5 minutes from set. Tell lighting to wait. Did he bring the phone? Tell lighting to wait, and we'll just get Danny on the. No, what? Wrong, and then I have to start it off. Ow! Did you get the coffee? Have you told Daniela? No. Okay. Well, talent's 15 minutes away. Where's the films at? Right. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll be there. We're there now. Yeah, we're there. Behind you. They're looking for filmmakers, and they're here all along.
It's me. I'm the filmmaker.
You're the filmmaker.
It's me. I've actually been secretly filming you for days. Yeah. I know what you've been up to, actually, and I'm going to blackmail you now. So you've got to come on my TV show, Brac Abundance. You've got to come on it, otherwise I'm gonna show this to him. I'm gonna show it to them. Yes, I am. You're coming on my TV show. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, I've got that on camera. Right, okay.
For next week's episode, we have got non-verbal expression. What does that mean to you, Mish?
That means not speaking from words. So speaking in a different way, communicating maybe through our body language or through eye contact or through touch, I guess.
Absolutely. Non-verbal expression is, anything that we're not saying, essentially. And it's been a really nice challenge for us to have this as an episode because it can encompass loads of different things. I think we wanted to do mime and cabaret, and you could put dance into it, but we have an amazing clowning workshop, limited spaces, but it is taking place at the Nyamor Centre next Tuesday, which is the 20th of October. So if you want to sign up for this clown workshop, we've got two amazing teachers, Jazz and Shakisha, that are going to go through. I'm going to be there. I hope you're going to be there because I'm so excited to become a clown. And we're going to film that, and that's also going to be shown in the episode. But if you want to join in live and in person, then we actually have the opportunity to do that as well. Just book your space through our email, baba@naya.digital as well. And through that, we're going to explore everything that is non-verbal. So we've got a hula hooping saxophone player, and many other amazing little bits for next week as well. And don't forget about our Play in the Day, because
Play in the Day, we need you guys. We really need you. We need 6 of you to come and join us for a Play in the Day. We're going to make the play, we're going to do the play, we're going to write the play, and we're going to do it all in one day. And we need you guys to do that. So it's going to be at Hume Garden Centre on the
1st of November.
1st of November. So guys, let's start November off with a bang and make a Play in the Day. And it's going to be safe, and we're going to be, we're going to be safe, and maybe we can even use that as inspiration for the play. So.
Absolutely. So before our Play in the Day, we have one more episode, which is about story writing. So we've got some amazing collections of different stories we can say. We've got a little magical wizard that we have to wake up before next episode as well, because this magical wizard falls asleep under magical trees but tells the most amazing tales as well. And hopefully on our workshop next week, we're going to write the story for our Play in the Day, and then the following week we're going to meet and we're going to create a play in a day and perform it. So please do come.
And if you guys have got any stories that you want to send in, we're really welcome. If you want us to come out and film you making a story, we can do that too. We love you, and we're here, and we want to create and be brilliant. So things
on that note. Chimes dangling in my head here. I've been amazed about all our single gazers I keep on getting surprised by all the amazements. That's all for us today. See you same time, same place.
Woo, woo, woo. I'll meet you at the moon.
Not if I beat ya.
I'll meet you at the moon. Thank you.
See you next week. Thank you, Misha.
Thank you. Lovely.